Bringing that because now all the players, a lot of the young players are starting to say that Paul George is their goal. Yeah, so
I started
like
that.
you started.
I was at a public school in Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, Trey, definitely got bag work.
Brandon, I want to ask you, before the Alabama, a lot of people always talk about like, man, he shocked me, honestly. And you were under the radar too. I don't think people realize that you were under the radar at some point in your career. Talk about that growth and then, your whole journey from that starting point.
I was at a public school in Nashville, Tennessee. I think that was I think everybody was going prep at the time. I chose to stay with, my public school in my hometown, just because, I'm hometown. So I'm at the crib every day. So I think that kind of drove me, just being, overlooked. I think that kind of drove me to be who I am today, and I really focus on all the media and all the ranking talks. I think I just kind of stuck to who I am and just played my game every game.
Yep, and then the Paul George, I feel like I talked to P a lot about this, but I feel like you started that wave of bringing that because now all the players, a lot of the young players are starting to say that Paul George is their goal. Yeah, so you started that wave, bro. Like just talk about that, like the starting point, getting low on the shoulder because you get low on your shoulder and make a lot of your counters too with it. But talk about that, yeah.
Yeah, I think I definitely started that for sure. For one, but two, I think in this basketball game now, I think there's a lot of long two ways. So I think Paul George is probably the best to describe any position for sure. Everybody wants to be a two-way on the game, so I think it kind of translates to real life. And love how Paul George takes pride on the defensive side. I think that's one thing that I do for sure. So.
And then Trey, man, I didn't ask you about him. Did you know the bag work was there? I've always known that he had the bag work, but now, like, with the assist too on top of that, like, just talk about how he's been with the team and then things that you learned about his game, like, since he's been there for a short time.
Trey, definitely got bag work. I don't think it's a shocking thing. I knew he had that. I think what stands out about him, he tries on the defensive side. He brings the energy that everybody needs as a point guard, and I think that's just it. I think we base our everything off of defense. So defense translates to offense. So if we stick to defense, we'll bring out some more wins.
Yep.